maybe buying one of these because we're moving so much, we're chartering so much, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
I mean, do you have something in mind? The size? Specific plane?
No idea.
Well,
I just know you got.
decision.
I know. Where's Laila?
Right.
Oh, hey, Laila, come here.
Dude, as we were walking up, I mean, that's a pretty big idea. I mean, you serious? You really thinking about buying one of these?
I mean, we spent, what, 800,000 in charters? It's getting up there, right? And, you know, I asked Laila the other week to do an itinerary, and to charter was like 175,000 for the leg. What were the cities we were doing, Laila?
So originally we had taken a look at going from San Diego, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Santa Fe, Dallas, Denver, Salt Lake City, but then you also have to factor into account getting him to the airport, getting him through security, and then the time it takes to get on the flight, to get down, to taxi, to get back, then to get through the airport again. And then the drives from the major airports to the clients. I mean, it was...
What's the time domain? How many days are you trying to put together a trip like that?
So when I originally had looked at it, and that's another thing, is that a lot of these flights, to find nonstop flights the whole way was almost impossible, and 5 times the price practically. Yeah. So then at that point, it's a matter of, you know, he would take off probably around, he would have to start his morning probably around 5 a.m. to get to the airport by 6 or 7, and then landed one city around 10, 11-ish.
I'm not rested, right? I'm going through all this stuff, and then the chartering got, you know, it's getting really expensive. So I'm just thinking of this like, okay, we're growing really fast, and we need to see our clients, right? Like, yeah, and I'm not talking about sending a sales guy to see our client. I'm talking about we go and see the clients and build that relationship. I just don't think we can do it any other way. And I honestly look at a plane as a marketing expense, honestly, right? It doesn't make any sense, by the way.
I mean, we get the same value out of our charter contracts.
Right.
And I get that it's getting expensive, but it's proportional to the amount of customers that we're seeing.
That's right. But even on a charter, as you can see, we had to change the flight time today because they couldn't source a second pilot. And then, oh, they didn't have this aircraft, we got to give you this aircraft. It just creates complications. And we're supposed to fly out of Mountain View, and we had to come down here. You know, it's only 15, 20 minutes, but these changes, you can end up at the wrong airport. So,
not to mention on top of that, and that's just the flights themselves. That doesn't include the hotels that he would have to get to stay overnight. With a plane, I mean, you would be able to just be in one location, go to the meeting, and then fly either to another meeting or just fly back right away. But regardless, he'd be home that night, so we wouldn't have to worry about hotels as well.
The privacy we're getting in a cabin right now, and being able to talk about our customers and honoring NDAs and confidentiality. I can't talk to you about and all that stuff, you know, on a commercial flight, right? Because I don't know, you know what I mean? You just do that. And the fact that most of our clients are in these rural areas that take like an hour, the chartering, it's getting expensive.
That's exactly where my head goes, is the financials. Because first question I would have is, how many trips or how many customers would you need to factor in for this to make sense?
We're flying on the way to Vegas or Phoenix or Dallas or whatever, San Francisco. I don't know. Shit happens in people's lives. They change the meeting. If it's a charter, we still have to do that whole leg, right? So if we have it, then we just, you know, tell the pilot, hey, we got to land here instead of there. And, you know, we can change the itinerary really quickly. And I think because our clients are sophisticated and they're also busy, we have to cater to them. And I think the really high-end clients and the ones that appreciate what we do will appreciate that even more. Oh, I can't make it on a Tuesday, but he'll come on a Thursday, right? Plus, it's motivating to be able to sit on a jet and just think about all we've accomplished after COVID, all that stuff, and where we're headed. You guys don't find this motivating?
Yeah, no, I hear you. I think if we were to just purely look at this or dissect it on the finances only or the economics, it's not going to be a supportive picture, right? I mean, I think generally speaking, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 or 300 flight hours per year to support the cost of a jet.
But this will add value to our relationships. And if we can take 100 clients and turn them into 300 clients, then it's all worth it. I'm looking at this as like a 3, 4, 5 year play. What did this asset do to this company? If it empowers me to go see our clients and build better relationships, I think hands down, we got to do it.
It's a campaign. It's got to be a campaign.
It's a marketing campaign.
Precisely, but that takes nurturing and care, and it's a whole thing.
But what I'm saying, guys, is if we want to play this game of building relationships with clients, we got to make the move, right? And like I keep coming back to, finally convincing you to get here, that's a big move for us. Financially, it was a risk, but I don't think this is as financially risky because I think post-COVID, people want to see people. People appreciate you coming to see them, right? The biggest thing, Josh, is like my family. I get to see my family more often and get to see the clients.
All right, I'm with you, man. That's honestly, that does it for me. I'm in. I think it's a great idea. I say, let's do it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're doing this, Laila.
Let's go.
Boom.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Love it.